just going to do a live video of your thing for the...
Let me know if you have any questions.
I will do, thank you. Hey everyone, welcome back for another live booth tour here at FlightSimExpo 2025, proudly presented by Meridian GMT. I'm here at Desktop Pilot. Now, I'm going to take a quick step back and actually just take in their entire booth for just a second. This is actually one of the biggest booths here at FS Expo 2025, and these guys have come packed with plenty of hardware, simulator setups for people to try, some gorgeous backdrops as well, and plenty of people here just to support customers and just like ask them questions and stuff. So we're going to take a brief look at all of the stuff they've got here, and before we went live, and there's a few things I want to just start with right down here. And probably for most people, this is probably the most boring thing ever to start with, but this 10-port, super easy, super able to get, but this thing is weighty as hell. It's all USB 3 connections. You can immediately turn each and every one of them off. It's powered. It's used one of these cables as well through the USB 3, meaning all of these peripherals that if you try and plug into your PC, you're going to have an easy experience with. Because I think as a simmer, when you try to add all of these pieces of hardware in, it's very, very difficult to have enough USB ports that are powerful enough in order to work. And that's an experience that I've had a problem with, where you have all these peripherals plugged into your PC and you just need a hub in order to help control it all. I know it's weird to start with that, but it was the first thing that just caught my eye. I'm like, yeah, that's actually a really useful tool and something that is super, one of those things we just tend to forget about, I think, as flight simmers. But we're going to start now down here at the ignition panel here, and immediately the first thing I've noticed is this wonderful like matte feeling on top. It feels really nice, and like I'm really trying to like create a fingerprint on it. And yes, there's a bit of kind of grime, but I think this thing's been through quite the pace today, what with thousands of people walking through and touching it all. But there's no kind of nasty scuffs on it or anything, because this build quality is absolutely, we've touched a lot of hardware today, but this is one of the most refined pieces that we've felt here. And each of these buttons have a real solid click. Yeah, a real solid click, and just feel super nice. And you can probably hear that through the microphone. It just how kind of tactile they feel. We've also got the ignition start key switch engaged here, which is also spring-loaded as you go to the start portion as well. Obviously, you've got different magnetos as well for you to be able to configure as well. Next to it, we have the parking brake. Very simple device, but again, all of this stuff is designed to be very modular. If we look at their little program thing here, so all of these components are, as you can see, available for individual purchase, but at the same time, you can start to combine all of it in order to create the ultimate base package as well. Now, these packages are extremely costly at nearly $15,000. But also, if you're looking to just have this all-in-one solution that, you've got the money and you know exactly what you want, this is a very easy way just to say, hey, this is what I want. I want this full Cessna 172 setup. I want the seat. I want the monitor setup, and the Sky Commander PC. This whole all-in-one package will be easily available. Well, not cheaply, but certainly easily available for you guys as well. As we're moving along, we've got the carb heat throttle quadrant as well, and again, this stuff is pretty high premium build quality. I think this is probably more of a prototype thing here, but again, you've certainly got some really nice feeling thing, and this thing slides absolutely effortlessly into the slot. No problem at all. We've got the carb heat as well. Next to that, we've got the trim wheel. Very easy to move, but again, nice feeling quality. Very lightweight, this one in particular, but it doesn't need to be ultra heavy. Not everything needs to be kind of a metal design. Breaker panel, for those who need that, plus the ignition start as well. And And moving on down, we've also got the flap thing as well. I think it's really cool that all of this stuff is modular rather than having everything on one big box. And even just up here, we've got an ELT switch, which is very small, very compact, something to plug in. And this is why that USB hub is so important, because if you're just buying one or two things, you're going to need something to plug it all into as well. Continuing to move down, we've got the spring return key switch. So we've seen that already on the previous design, but this one is just very on its own. So you can turn the key and you've got that spring-loaded element as well. We've got the pedal steel type fuel selector as well. So depending on your aircraft type, you can obviously got the fuel engagement here, your fuel tank selector here. And again, everything just feels nice. There's like a nice coating on top. It's pretty lightweight, so you don't have to worry about it being too heavy on your desk and your components. Slightly different design this time. We've got this nice grey colour for that type of aircraft that you might have. But again, all the buttons and switches feel super nice. We've got the avionics bus switches here, and master switches for the batteries. Moving on down, the multi-instrument panels as well. Nice display in there for whatever aircraft you're flying. But this is probably one of my favorite things to see here at the desktop pilot floor, and it is, again, I think the functional feeling as well. The distinct click when you hit them. Got the autopilot. All the buttons down here for selecting things, and of course you've got your FMS engagement stuff down here as well, and your comm panel too. And there's also this nice plate as well. And now the plate is heavy. There is a bit of weightiness to it behind. Feels like an all-metal construction. And yeah, so I mentioned the all-in-one kit with all the screens and stuff, and Desktop Pilot has certainly bought that with here. So this is what you would be getting if you're $15,000. I'm not sure if that does include the screens, but certainly this setup here. So they've obviously found a way to take all of their modular components, or they found a way to take this and modularize it, but everything just walk through is here in this all-in-one unit. So we've got the G1000 units, and you can see this really nice display that is very, very instant into kind of the touching of it as well. You've got the compass up here, you've got the throttle stuff here, you've got a yoke, which I haven't quite seen yet, maybe that's just floating around on the other side of the booth. You've got the throttle stuff down here, which if we immediately engage, you can see instantaneously. We can see actually just on the G1000 unit here how the RPM is immediately affected by it. There's just zero lag or input delay from what you can see here, and it's really cool to see. You've got the flap lever, feels really nice. Just yeah, a really nice setup. And again, it is expensive. It's $15,000, but you know you're just going to get this all-in-one setup that you can just get started with straight away, which is really, really cool to see as well. And got some example stuff here as well. So if you don't want that full kit and you just want those there, obviously ignore the construction stuff that's going on with these guys, but you can see how you can just configure your very basic desk to have these little components sat by your computer on your desk, whatever. So you don't have to go for the big unit itself as well. Plenty of stuff to see and do. If you are interested in some of this stuff, they do have different bundles. So we've got the economy bundle here, which looks like it includes a couple of things. And then if you're looking for that, but you do get an extra bunch of stuff as well. They claim that it's professional grade controls, premium realism, and just based on this initial feeling, there is a lot of things to like about all of this as well. And these guys are, as I think a lot of flight sim developer companies are trying to do, is just bridge that gap between video games and flight simulation. And we've seen that through obviously coming to Xbox and other platforms as well. So this is really the Desktop Pilot booth. Hope you've enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more FS Elite content here at FS Expo 2025, and we'll see you in the next video.